Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Today we're gonna talk about a game that I have been following in the shadows. I haven't really dived into it like hardcore, but now since we got the release date today from the Gamescom event, that is September 28, we are finally getting the game called Genshin Impact. You might sit now and think, what is Genshin Impact? Why have I never heard about this game? Well, let's take it from the bottom. So Genshin Impact is an upcoming free-to-play open-world action role-play video game developed by miHoYo. It is the second game from miHoYo to feature original IP, the first being a game called Gun GirlZ, where is a set. So if we take some history about this game, Genshin Impact was announced in June 2019 with a release target of 2020 on both Windows and iOS. The reveal trailer showed an open world heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda Breath of Wild, that's the Nintendo Switch exclusive game, in terms of presentation and gameplay. A beta test was to be run at the end of June, so some people have already beta tested it and given feedback to the developers so they can make their game better. But at Sony's China Joy 2019 event, the game was announced as also being published for PlayStation 4, and also a Nintendo Switch version was announced in January 13, 2020 via a press release. And on August 6, 2020, miHoYo announced that the PlayStation 4 will release set in autumn 2020, but we all know that now it's September 28, 2020. So basically that was like the story behind the game and what have happened, but basically this game is going to be out on iOS, Android, PC, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. So you're going to be able to play this game anywhere. I haven't heard, I tried really to search hardcore for it, but I haven't heard anything about if this game is gonna have crossplay or even cross-save. But I really hope it has, because if you're gonna invest 100 hours on your PC, I want that same character on my mobile phone when I'm on the toilet, or I want to have the same character on my Nintendo Switch when I'm in a bus. You know what I mean? It has to be like Fortnite, where you have the same account on all these different devices, or else I would personally say it's made wrong. And also I saw in the newest trailer they made that they say that they can automatically detect what kind of device you're on, if you're on a touch device, or if you're using a controller, or if you're using a mouse and keyboard. Then the game should automatically switch to what you have. So if that's on, the game should also be crossplay, cross-save, just my word. So if we talk about the settings of this game, where is this world actually happening right now? Well, it's in a world called Teyvat. Certain individuals chosen by the gods are given a vision, a magical gemstone that give them their bearers the ability to control an element. The player starts out as a traveler of unknown origin who is searching for lost siblings. The player can choose between a male or female version of the traveler. As the adventure progresses, the player controls several other characters met by the traveler on their journey, each with unique personalities and special abilities as they undertake quests to understand the truth about their primordial god of this world. So basically, you will start as this. Again, remember, this is a free-to-play, it's an open world game, and it's going to be a long-term service game. It's going to have updates all the time, so it's not going to be a game that you just play 1 hour and then you have tried it all. It's going to be updated, it's going to come up, they only have like 2 big cities ready, when this game is going to have like 7 big cities, and they have 20 square kilometers or something like that. I cannot remember the word, but it's going to be a huge game that's going to have so much content for you, and you can play 1 to 4 players co-op with your friends and all that, so still. So basically you're going to play as this traveler who goes around and do questing, and then you meet all these different other characters, and all these main characters you meet, you can play them. So you can basically transform into these players, take their body basically, and play as them. So if you play alone, and you're, for example, playing against a boss, you can bring some NPCs with you, and you can switch the characters which one you want to play. But if you play with your friends, in a dungeon or something like that with your friends, then you all play each of your characters you chose. And this game is going to have over 30 playable characters. And each of these characters is going to have different abilities, weapons, and so on. So it's pretty impressive. I mean, when I heard today that the game is going to be free to play and it's going to be released already in exactly 1 month from today, I was like, wow, I have to tell people about this game, because this game is just around the corner and it sounds freaking amazing for a free to play game. I'm shocked. So if we go into some of the gameplay parts about this game, the game is going to feature an open world map which the player explores by walking, climbing, swimming and gliding as necessary. Many objects and places are significantly spread throughout the map. Players can control up to 4 of their characters at any one time. By completing quests to advance the story, the players is able to unlock a total of 30 playable characters. Also, Genshin Impact is a multiplayer video game. Genshin Impact will feature crossplay options. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it has crossplay. I'm sorry. The game has crossplay. This is my notes. I'm reading up from my freaking notes and I didn't even see that it has crossplay. I'm sorry for that. So this game will have crossplay, but still it doesn't answer if this game is going to have cross save. That's probably the most important thing. But if it has crossplay, I'm pretty sure it's going to have cross save also. So just saying. Each character has 2 unique combat skills, a normal and a special skill. The normal skill can be used at any time except the cooldown period immediately after use, while the special skill has an energy cost requiring the user to amass sufficient elemental energy first. Characters have control over one of 7 natural elements: Cryo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo, Electro, and Geo. Cooking is another significant aspect of Genshin Impact gameplay. Players gather many resources in the course of the adventure, some of which can be turned into dishes via cooking. Some dishes generate character health, while other boost attack and defense abilities. So basically, as you can hear, you can play up to 4 different characters at the same time. You can switch between them. And I'm not sure when you play with your friends if you can actually also do that, or if you and your friends have to like, I want to play this one, I want to play this one, I want to play this one, and then you cannot switch because you are basically these 4 together. So, but still, it's free to play and we can jump in and just play it. It's unbelievable. So if we're going to talk a bit about the development through this game and how the process is going. So miHoYo announced work on a project using the Unity development platform at the end of January 2017. 3 months after the initial release of Genshin Impact 3rd, the company stated its intention for a new project was to strengthen the company's R&D capabilities and produce high quality games. The project in question was Genshin Impact. The game's developers have cited The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Grand Theft Auto series among the influences. So basically this game is heavily inspired by Zelda and Grand Theft Auto. They sought to create a game that was distinct from Genshin Impact 3rd in terms of its quest and combat systems, as well as its random events and mode of exploration. Voiceovers is available in Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and English. The Japanese version notably features Japanese audio dialogue by many top Japanese voice artists, including Rie Tanaka. Musicians and staff of miHoYo Mix and the London Philharmonic Orchestra created the music for Genshin Impact. That is pretty cool. That is really, really cool. I love that this is like a passion project they have been working on for a couple of, pretty long time. And they are heavily inspired by 2 very, very great games. And I really like that they have some really cool, famous people who's going to do the voiceover in Japanese. Probably, a lot of TV series you have been watching. It's probably some of the voices you maybe will recognize in there, or something like that. And the music, they have an album on the YouTube channel, and it's pretty decent and pretty good album also. So at the moment, only 2 of the main cities has been opened, and I know some of them is some of them is called I think one of the cities is called like the capital of freedom. It's the place called Moonstad. It's an island in the middle of lake northeast of Teyvat. It is known as the capital of freedom. Also, we got a place called Liu, a city known for its great port. It is located east of Teyvat. So basically, I'm pretty sure this is almost all the information we have about the game, that you have all these different characters, you can switch between them. Of course, you can also find people actually playing the game on YouTube, because some people, they got beta while others didn't get beta. But you know, it is, again, I'm so stunned by this game is going to be free to play. I think they could even charge up to $40 for this game if they wanted, or $60, because it really looks like a AAA game for me. But I think when people play this game and walk around in the cities and see how the game is living, I think people is gonna get this Sword Art Online vibe. So you know, it basically just needs VR, and then we have it all the way. So pretty hyped for this game. Only in 1 month we're able to play this game, and you might now sit there and think, oh, I'm not gonna play this game, I don't like the graphics, I don't like that character system, blah 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 blah. It's basically gonna be free to play. So you know, the best thing you can do is give it a try, install it free, give it a try, play it, and you know, then you have your, you know, then you have your correct position where you are able to say, I wanna continue playing this game, or no, I don't like this game because of that. But you know, it's free to play, so I think it's pretty fair for everyone to just download it and try it. I mean, I'm gonna install it on my PC, my Nintendo Switch, and my phone, just to try it on the 3 different devices and see how it works between them. And you know, it's gonna be fun. So let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Does it sound like anything that could be interesting for you? Would you actually consider downloading this game, or is this something that you're definitely gonna skip? If you ask me, again, I'm gonna download it on pretty much any devices I have. Probably even on my PlayStation 4, just to see how it runs, because they have really hard been focusing on the PlayStation 4 version. I think they probably have some kind of agreement with PlayStation, so it's gonna be fun to see how it runs over there. It wouldn't surprise me if I actually play this game with a controller, because it seems like a really nice controller game. So yeah, you know. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know in the comments what you think about this game, and you know, let me know what your feedback is. I'm keen to know what your feedback is. But else, thanks for watching, everyone, and see you in another episode. Peace out.